So now among these two practices, visualization and a complex stage practice also can be another way to explain, another terminology in the teaching said, the yoga of the body meditation or divine image meditation, yoga of the divine speech repetition meditation, and the yoga of the clay-like luminosity, yoga of the divine clay-like luminosity meditation. Those are the three, again in that way, body, speech, mind. Now we say these three are, that is to summarize both the creation stage and the complete stage or the dissolving stages. And so now what is the creation stages? The creation stage is the body, yoga of the body meditation, and the repetition of the speech meditation is creation stage practices. Yoga of clay-like luminosity meditation of the mind, that is completion stage practices. So even though these three, again, can summarize into two. Now with this, now we go over the first one, the body visualization, our divine body image visualizations. Image visualizations, how to start these practices. That is according to the teaching, particularly in the Mahayoga teaching start with the three samadhis. And this now this also can be considered with what's called can be highlighted those with yoga of the body divine meditation. We can highlight these followings. The first is three samadhis. Second is visualizing the mandala and the universe or the pure land. Another one, pure land. Third is invoking the blessings or the wisdom beings. And fourth is merging or the stabilizing. And the fifth is making offerings and praise. And the sixth is, or fifth is, then reactivating of the stabilizing of the entire meditation. Stabilizing entire meditation. So those are the 5 or 6 sub highlight of the yoga of the body, divine body meditations. Now the first one, that is a foundation. That foundation is 3 samadhis. And many of you all know. Many of you know 3 samadhis, and that is, again I will say, and Satyaness Samadhi, and all arising Samadhi, and emanation Samadhis. Also in the Tibet, what it calls Devyi Niji Tengenzi, Akundan Hama Tengenzi, and Jui Tengenzi. These are 3. And Devji, maybe just write this. This is good. Devji Niji Tengenzi, DESHIN, Devji NYID, Devji Niche, CHI, Devji Niche Tengenzi, TENG, Devji Nije Tengenzi. And the second is Kundan Nama Tengenzi. That's very easy. Kundan Nama, KUNTU, Kundan Nama, NANGWAI, maybe Nama Tengenzi, same thing. At the first one, same thing, Tengenzi. And the third is Juya Tengenzi. J-U, and maybe I, J-U-I, Jui Tengenzi. Tengenzi is same thing. T-I-N. And the first is Devini. I translated suchness meditation. Devini is suchness, or the true nature, suchness. And then this second Kundanama thing is I translated all arising samadhi or the meditation. And the third I translated, I think that may be same, causal or the seed samadhis. Cause or the seed samadhis. So that is that three. Now these three are, what is these three actually? If we look, this is not something anywhere else. Actually, these three is the really explaining the quality of our awareness of the Buddha nature. This is our Buddha nature. This Buddha nature is suchness. Buddha nature is all arising. Buddha nature is cause. Cause. Cause of what? Everything. That is what really it is. So it's not something that outside we bring or this and that. So that means that when we practice of these three samadhi, we touch into our heart, our nature, our core of the beings. I think sometimes they call it core of being. You're touching, really touching. That is what is all said. And now this first suchness is, what is this suchness? Suchness is a true nature in the Dzogchen teaching, often mentioned pure from the beginning. Is that if you follow with the Dzogchen teaching, it is Tsasum, pure from beginning, free from any aspects or any fabrications, exactly as it is, as like space, as a space, totally pure, totally open, totally inexpressible, or as the other day we were talking about the heart sutras, at the beginning of heart sutras, unborn, unceasing, naturally by sky, or say sky-like nature. Nature, that is what this suchness is. And generally, all these natures are in that status. This is not something only our Buddha nature. Everything is, because according to inner Tantra teaching, everything is the display of this Buddha nature. So exactly what Buddha nature has, that also everything display has. Everybody displayed has that. Everything has that. It's not something only that. So that everything is unbound, unceasing, and naturally the sky, if you look carefully. That is what in the gracious teacher Buddha Shakyamuni said is absolute truth. Why is it called absolute truth? Because we can understand it immediately. For us, it's in a way hiding this nature. Hiding. This hiding is not just somebody hiding us, because due to our knowledge and wisdom is naturally hidden. Naturally hidden. That reason is known as absolute truth. Reality level, as I said earlier, and Buddha said too, form is emptiness, emptiness is form, right there. It's the same. It's no difference. So this is known as the suchness samadhi. This is what we're touching to the heart. And this is also known as no other than the Dharmakaya. This is the Dharmakaya status. And that is Dharmakaya is a result. When we practice and meditate, then we go reaching Dharmakaya. Or Dharmakaya state is something that we're keeping up, discovered. But while we are maintaining that suchness state, that time we are already in a Dharmakaya state. That's how the beauty and the power of the Vajrayana teaching or the inner Tantra teaching. Really, according to the teaching, that is really Dharmakaya. And also in the teaching said, in Vajrayana teaching, what it does, when you relax in that state, it will purify the habit pattern. habit pattern, particularly death habit patterns. When we go through lives, what do we call? They call death and bardo and birth. These three big kind of stages. Even though each of those has a lot of variety, kind of sub-branch or aspects, but three things. This suchness meditation, well purified habitual patterns of death, touching to the Dharmakaya realization, or bring out the realization of Dharmakaya. That's the way the nature. And this is also, as in the Dzogchen teaching, it is a true practice. Or in Mahamudra, this is the Mahamudra. You're relaxing in the Mahamudra status. That is what it is. So therefore, for example, I'm talking a little bit more kind of this little highlighted detail, but then when you practice this, again, if you follow that, if you have time, do this kind of like begin here, what I said here. Sit here, or I really have to say something again here. I mean, this is, we kind of organize this kind of quickly, this sadhana, and the thought of helping, and Lama Trapa and Laya, they check it. But again, of course, this is my fault, this is not their fault. But it's missing here one syllable. And the visualization of the mandala, we have to add home. H-U-N-G, home. And because this is also not complete, because I did mistakes, because we follow the root Terma teaching of the Tsasum. In the root Terma teaching, condensed the Terma teaching of the Tsasum of this sadhana, don't have the home. So I didn't add. But then yesterday, and when we chanting, it's always kind of feel that something's missing. Because I thought really it needs something. And everyone has something, but these don't have anything. And so I thought, I checked the largest sadhana of the Tsasum by this Terma teaching, and it has home. So therefore, I think that I'm not fabricating things or making up things myself. So I think it is really a golden teaching of the Rinpoche. So I think we can add here home. Page 10. Page 10 is the beginning, visualization of the mandala. And here what we started. From emptiness appears that here we put home. From the emptiness appears the dark blue A. That's what we put. So that's it. So that home we put. Now, if you have time, for example, and you, as what I'm talking, relax a short time, this suchness meditation. Suchness meditation is not other than the true meditation or Mahamudra meditation. So relax in that state a short time, if you have time, for example. So that is really about the all suchness samadhis. Samadhi, Samadhi is a concentration or meditation. And the next one is all kundanama tangiti in Tibet, and I translated about all arising samadhi or manifestation samadhi.
All arising.
All arising samadhi. So that is the word. Now that is what is that? That all arising samadhi is that suchness is not blank status, not empty, blank, empty status. It is filled with qualities, or the sizzling qualities, all the richness, everything, really, every richness is filled with that suchness, even though we can't detect it, we cannot find, but it's blended in completely. That is many times teaching known as the clarity. In the Dzogchen teachings, the clarity, luminosities. Or in the Dzogchen teaching, it is a toga, display of the hidden treasures. Hidden treasures right there, right here, right with our nature of the mind. And that we can see, for example, all our thoughts are coming. Where is coming? Of course we take mind, but where from mind? Which one? Where? There's no any place. From the source of the unborn, arising everything. For that reason, what in Dongyal teaching said, that from the unborn state, everything is born, taking birth. Unborn states. If we look the source and investigate, analyze, even modern machinery investigate, analyze, I don't see you will find the source. But yet it's here, obvious. All our emotions here. Where it come from? There's no shortage of emotions. Really rich. And all our beautiful motivations, love, kindness, compassion, there's also no shortages. Where? It's all in this richness state of suchness, of the true nature of the mind. That is. But this time, that richness, we're going to visualize as great compassion. Compassion is right there. So now arises great compassion. Power of compassion, energy as the morning sunlight in the clear sky. Bright up, clear everything, just luminously everything. Same way that great compassion. Without any judgmental, without any kind of this distinction or this compassion, this and that. Just pervasive compassion. Unconditional compassion. And unpartiality compassion. Pervade to every direction. And that compassion is just calm and peaceful, soothing, calming, relaxing in that state that we have time. Again, 2 moments. That is known as all arising samadhis. You're activating our hidden treasures, the treasures, true treasures. And what it does, they call it teaching. Teaching. It purifies the habit patterns of the bardo. Bardo habit patterns. And what is that nature is no other than the Sambhukaya. Sambhukaya, we heard often in the teaching, is so rich. Sambhukaya is luxurious. That's what name Sanskrit word. Just enjoyment of everything. Every luxury. There's nothing is missing. Nothing is a shortage. That's what the really Sambhukaya. So our clarity, the nature, beauty, quality, richness, is no shortages. We're revealing that richness. Relax with compassion to all, to every directions. Even all the beings of existence, not necessarily you visualize the beings, but just went everywhere, completely saturated, completely illuminated compassion. That is known as the all arising samadhis. Now the combination of the suchness samadhi, all arising samadhi, combination, then appeared, instantly appeared, home syllables. So home syllable is active energy of the suchness and compassion. Or in other words, this suchness is also known as another name known as wisdom, the primordial wisdom, or the Panchaparamata suchness is. And the compassion, union of the wisdom and the compassion appeared magically home syllables. That home syllable is an Tibetan word, then H-U-N-G. I mean, that's how I pronounce it. Or you can do it in English, or you can do it in Tibetan too. I mean, it's just either way you comment. But now home syllable is the essence or the wisdom of the suchness and compassion appeared in this time, home syllables. And then other sadhanas, it depends whatever the 6 syllable of their Buddhas. Could be D-syllable, tam syllables, or whatever, 3 syllables, that. But follow the sadhana, that is so important. According to instruction. instruction, it has reason. As I said the other day, Buddha never gossips. Guru Pema Sambhava never gossips or makes stories. Exactly things needed. So keep that. That's 6 syllable. And this, why this 6 syllable is what it does. It also purifies the habit pattern of the birth. This is now also a symbol. It is our consciousness, our awareness. And this consciousness, our awareness is going to the birth. It is going to the birth. And this time, birth of Hayagriva and Vajravarahi. And then this also, from this syllable, all the displays arising. This 6 syllable is also known as Nirmakayas. From this, everything is going to emanate. Pure land, deity, and all the usages, that everything is a display from the home syllables. Everything. Therefore, it is also known as seed samadhis. Seed. Or sometimes I think translated people say causal samadhis. So that is one. Also, if you have time, for example, you now magically appear home syllables. This time, home 6 syllable is dark red color. From that, not just 6 syllable home appeared, from that seed, home syllable came so many lights, powerful lights. This light is also not just a light. It is love, it is a compassion, it is a wisdom, it is the power of the Buddhas. That is when Hayagriva and Vajravarahi, when all the different pure lands and 5 Dongyal pure lands, or the 10 Buddhas, pure lands of the 10 directions of the Buddhas, when making big offerings to a contact with them, that to all offerings. And particularly the pure land of the Buddha Amitabha, to Cherese, to Amitabha, to Hayagriva, and living Hayagriva, living Vajravarahi, Guru Pema Sambhava, peaceful Guru Pema Sambhava, Radha Guru Pema Sambhava, Semi Radha, and all the Satara, Yeshin Soja, Mandarawa, all the Nakiris, it really made such an impact. That moment, so many, again, blessing of light is sent by Buddha to return to us, or to home syllable as empowered, glorified. Home is not just a single isolated home here, or Hayagriva. It's all Buddhas, everyone is aware of this, and they're all empowered and blessed. And that moment, home becomes even more powerful, more majestic, more dignity, more strong, and emanating so many, again, lightest, white, red, blue, green, and yellow, and multiple light emanated, went to all the beings for 6 realms. It touched every single living being, removed their suffering, difficult trouble, whatever they are going through, and discovered their innate qualities, or the Buddha nature. And everything become now all Buddha and pure lands. And they returned the home. Returned the light back to the home syllable. They observe it. Observe it. That moment, then from the home syllable came so many, again, syllables. I mean, it didn't say it here, but all the different syllables, and it created all the elements. Sky, fire, water, wind, earth, and the mountains, structure, landscapes, and paras. Everything is created magically from that. Because this short sadhana, they didn't make it, so I won't go all these things, and it just takes time. But all that created, all that appeared. So that means that the whole universe, the paras, pure land, is nothing but is loving kindness, compassion, wisdom, that display. No matter even the fire, water, wind. And in reality, those all elements, the fire, water, wind, is the 5 female Buddhas, or display of 5 female Buddhas. All that came. Everything came. And then instantly there is also paras appeared. And the paras is what? Here. Here. And then here, see. And from that uncontracted balance of the great powerful one, spontaneous appears. How that is? That is said already here. So, proportions and all that is Even though they appeared these forms and all these things, but reality it is wisdom, and compassion, and the loving kindness, and the power of that. That's it. That appeared in all different forms. On the other world, all is enlightened status. All the forms is enlightened, all the sounds are enlightened, and all the space and mind is enlightened. Nothing is not enlightened. So that is the wonder. And then we come back in that moment, then instantly, each of us become Hayagriva and Vajravarahi. So that means home syllable. From that home syllable, instantly appeared our son, perfect Hayagriva and Vajravarahi. Hayagriva, and that is standing on the right as in the teaching said. You said here, lotus, sun and moon and cups. Exactly that. It's a transcendental wisdom, rainbow body of love and compassion and wisdom. That appeared. So that is my brief talk for today. If you have some questions, I'm happy to discuss short time. Otherwise, we did it at the end.